Is it true that a person's sexual orientation is predetermined at birth? Actually, it is not. Sexual orientation can be completely changed later in life, and even the most handsome dance crews can't escape from same-sex attraction. 5 ancestors took one look at this cool, wild and awesome guy and soon fell in love with him, but he didn't know how much he would have to pay for falling in love with him. The two of them had even had the most enjoyable reign, but there was always a lack of a formal opportunity to be together. Zheng Qian was absolutely faithful to Wu Zi's love, and he had been waiting for that miracle, but now Ziwei's intrusion broke everything. Unwillingly, Zheng Qian tried to do everything he could to win Wu Zi back, but the poor Wu Zi, whose soul was hooked, instead of getting over it, was in love with Ziwei, who was waving his money around like a piece of shit, and was in love. Ziwei has always had a dream of being a star. In order to be able to get into the trap, she had to spend money to invest in herself, but she is no different from a hobo at the moment except for loans and borrowing money. There is no other way. Her mother's grandparents felt sorry for her and had to call in the debt, so she took over the debt for her alone. When the pressure was too much, she even sacrificed her sexuality by putting on a uniform in the eyes of the old man, play with her as if she were like Andy Lau's head been brain. His efforts were irrelevant and sexy, but even then his dedication was not relevant. He never cared about anything but his own pleasure. He started flirting with Wu Fu because he was a good-looking guy and wanted to have fun with him, but once he was asked to be responsible for discussing the future with him, he just wanted to run away from it. Even though Wu Fu understood this, he jumped into the fire with all his heart and soul. As it turned out, Zheng Xian really wouldn't treat Ziwei the same way as Wu Zi did. Zheng Xian also tried his best to raise the money in the hope that Wu Zi, after seeing his contribution, would think of him again. After receiving his hard-earned money, Wu Zi gave it all to Ziwei. This relationship was a mistake after all. Ziwei abandoned the dance team without hesitation, just like the dance team abandoned Zheng Xian without a trace of attachment. This domino-like butterfly effect seemed to be doomed from the start, but Feng Lun, who was unaware of all this, wanted to join in and follow in Zheng Xian's footsteps with the dance team. I've forgotten the key. I can play a few minutes later in this room. Can I play here for a while?